Welcome back, student. Today we are going to see the CSS is Cascading Style Sheet. Okay, this is very important, and this is the last chapter in the unit 1. Okay, so previously we have done the HTML, how to create the form and how to add the buttons and how to add the frame. Okay, next. In today's class, we are going to see the CSS cascading style sheets. Here, what is cascading style sheet? In the introduction itself, I told you about that. Style sheet is a synthetic mechanism for specific style information. Means normally, if we say this CSS will help the HTML to look good, to display in a proper way with colorful. Okay, so CSS is just for giving the style to the HTML document. Okay, what is the next page? What is the next point? CSS is a language that describe the style of an HTML document. It will describe, means paragraph in which color should be there, and heading, what is the color of the heading, what is the font size of the heading, what the table size, table design. Okay, with the help of CSS you can create the style, and that style can be used in further tags. Next, CSS describe how HTML element should be displayed. Okay, how the HTML element is displayed, like as I told you, paragraph, how it should be displayed, H1, how it should be displayed in color, what is the size, what is the font color, what is the font style, what is the background color, what is the font color. Okay, that all about how it will be displayed. That should be CSS describe how HTML element should be displayed. Okay, next, CSS style sheet are called cascading style sheet because they can be defined at 3 different levels to specify the style of the document. One thing is we have learned that CSS is used to give the style to the HTML document. In how many ways we can give? In 3 ways, that is a 3 different levels. Okay, that we are going to see. Lower level style sheet can override higher level style sheet. Means whatever the lower level style sheet, if you write, then if you have already in the same page, if we have the higher level style sheet, so this will be override this one lower. Okay, that we will see in the coming classes. Next, what is the syntax of the CSS? Selector. First you need to select the selector to whom you want to apply the thing. Okay, like here it is selected H1 tag. Okay, and this is a declaration. Okay, this is called declaration. So this is syntax. Okay, color, COLOR. In computer terminology we will use COLOR, but normally we have COLOUR. Okay, so color is blue. This property, whatever you are selecting color, okay, this is property, and whatever the color you are giving, that is a value. Okay, same way here in the declaration, font size, what is the size of this font? So font size is 12px. 12px pixels is a value, and font size is a property. Okay, so color is blue, font size is 12x, and what we call all this? This is called declaration. Okay, so this is a simple syntax. Okay, today we will going to just theoretical part. The next class we will see the practical. Okay, level of style sheet. Okay, the three level of style sheet in order to lower level to high level and are inline, document level and external. So that means if you write the code inline at in the same HTML code, and again you have given some other code in the same document, so this will be apply, this will be override. Okay, override, and it will display this information. Okay, next, so here what is inline? Inline style sheet applied to the content of the single HTML page. Okay, inline style sheet applied to the content of a single HTML element. What does it mean? Means like if you have given P, okay, P, and whatever you are writing this ISL engineering /P. So this is element. Only for single line element can be applied when you take the inline style sheet. I will show you the example also. Document level style sheet applied to the whole body of the document. Means it will apply to the whole body /body. Whatever the content is here, like P, H, H1, okay, B, whatever the tags are there, whatever under the body, that will apply to the whole body. And what is the external? External style sheet can apply to the bodies of any number of documents. If you have an external, then the same style can be applied to any number of documents. Okay, we will see one by one. First one is inline. An inline style may be used to apply a unique style for a single element. Take the example of this H1, and whatever you are writing, this is attribute. Okay, this is called attribute, and this is element. So here in the opening tag I am giving the attribute, that is style is equals to color is blue, and margin left is 30px. Margin 30 means from this left it will give the space 30px. Give the space and start writing. Okay, this is a heading. This is a heading. So the color will be blue and margin from the left. Okay, so this is an example. To use inline style, add the style attribute to the relevant element. The style attribute can contain any CSS property. So what is a color? Color is a property, and blue is a value, and margin left is a property, 30px is a value. Okay, so this is inline. So if you want to give any unique style for a single element, okay, so you can give like this. Next, inline style specific format, like style sheet appear as value of the style attribute. General form style is equals to property 1 value 1, property 2 value 2, property 3 value 3, so on, property n value n. Okay, the scope of an inline style sheet is content of the tag. So this is like syntax, you can say syntax of the inline style. Style is equals to property 1 colon value 1. If you want more properties, then you need to use the semicolon, otherwise no need of semicolon if you have only one property. Okay, next one is internal or document level style sheet. This is second one. An internal style sheet may be used if only single page has a unique style. Means if you want to give a single page in a unique style on the web page, so you can apply this. So internal styles are different within the style element inside the head section of an HTML page. This is very important. When you are giving the internal level style sheet, you cannot write inside the body. You cannot write inside the body tag. Whatever the CSS code you are writing, that should be right in the head tag. And in the head tag, you need to take style tag. Okay, you need to take style tag. So this is about head style. So whatever you are writing style, so how the syntax is, you need to take the selector, you need to select the selector, body, bracket open, background color is limb. You can write red, you can write blue, okay, you can write maroon. Okay, so this is the body color will change from white to limb or red or blue or maroon, any color, whatever you color give, the background color will be changed to that color. Okay, next h1 is color is equals to maroon is to current color is to maroon, and margin left is 40 px from the left. So this is a simple code, and whatever you are going to write in the body, whenever, how many times you will write h1, this any number of time, it will apply the same format. It will apply the same format. Okay. What is the difference between internal and inline is nothing but, in inline, if h1 style is equals to color and blue, margin left 30, if I use again h1, so this same property will not apply to this. Whatever this color, whatever the properties are there, that will not apply to this. This is only for the single line. And what is this? This is for the whole page. Okay, whole page or one single page. Clear? Or for whole website also, unique style. So when any number of time if I use h1, the color, the same thing will be appear here. Okay, same color will be applied to all h1. I hope you clear this. If you did not understand this, don't worry. When we go for the practical, that time you can easily identify and easily recognize. Next, internal style specific format. What is a format? Simply CSS. You have to write in the style tag, and this style tag should be in head tag. Okay, should be in head tag. Clear? So this is a rule list, whatever the rule is, background color, okay, background color, font color, font size, there are so many are there. Okay, font size, and form of the rule is selector, bracket open. What is this rule list? In the rule list there should be a selector, because in the previous example we selected the body here and we selected here h1, selector and list of the properties and value. So I have two properties. One is color, another one is margin left. So list of the properties and values. Next, the selector is a tag name or a list of tag names separated by comma. So here semicolon, and the selector is a tag name, okay, this, or a list of the tag name separated by the comma. Example, this same color if I want to give to P also, P comma H1, P comma H1. Okay, so here example, if you want to, so like P comma H1, so P as well as H1 will have the same properties and same value. Okay, so that is a internal style sheet specification format. The next one is external style sheet. In the external style sheet, simply this will not write in the main code, in the HTML. In the name itself it is telling external. External means you should not write this in the HTML code. This should be in a separate file with the name of CSS. Extension should be in .css and store in the document, and this document you can use for any number of web pages. Okay, with an external style sheet you can change the look of entire website by changing just one file. If you uploaded one file .css and give the link, then whole page will be changed. The file should not contain any HTML tag. The style sheet file must be saved with the extension of CSS, as I told you just now. Each page must include a reference of the external sheet file inside the link element. The link element goes inside the head section. Okay, so just remember that if you want to write the internal and external, that should be in the head tag. In internal we will use the style tag. Okay, we use the style tag, but in the external we will use link tag. Link, REL, relation is equals to style sheet. Okay, type is text or CSS, and what is the reference? href is equals to mystyle.com, sorry, mystyle.css. so it's up to you, whatever the file name you want to give, just give a .css. Okay, so this is about external style sheet. Okay, what is external style sheet? Once again I will tell you this. So here in the external style sheet, the link tag is used to specify external style sheet. Okay, next, within link, the relation attribute is used to specify the relationship of the link to the document in which the link appears. href attribute of link is used to specify the URL of the style sheet document. So whatever we are using here, REL, okay, href and link, this all about three things: link, okay, and relation attribute, then href attribute. Okay, link tag, relation attribute and href attribute. So this is about the external. So in the external, how will you save the file? Is nothing but open the notepad. Okay, open the notepad, open notepad and write this code, all code. Body, drag it open, background color is light blue. Okay, close. H1, color is navy, margin left to 20 px. So you can take here P or H2, any command, any selector you can use, but that should be separated by comma. Clear? So this is, and save with this, save the file with the extension of dot CSS. So you can write anything like my style dot CSS. Clear? So here next one is type of selector. Before going to type of selector, just I will quickly review. Like we have the 3 levels of style sheet. First thing, style sheet is used to decorate the HTML code to appear for the good appearance. And there is a 3 levels: inline style, document level style, and external style. Okay, in the inline style there will be for a single line code. It will apply the style. Next one is style. This is a specific format, property 1, value 1. Next one, internal or document level. This is, you have to write in the style tag, and the style tag should be in head tag only. Okay, if you write this, what is the advantage of this means, if you write the H1 code here, so any number of time whenever you use the H1, it will apply the same code to this H1. You don't need to write again and again. Okay, this is the advantage. Next, external sheet. In the external sheet, you will save the file with the extension of .css, okay, and store in your computer. Whenever we need, we'll take the link, relationship is style sheet, type is equals to text or CSS. So here href is my style.css. So what is this link? Link is to specify external style sheet, and relational attribute will give the relationship between link document. Href is like a URL, uniform resource locator. Okay, this is a simple code. Next, there are different types of selectors. As I told you here, this is selector. As I told you, this is selector. In selector is, there are 6 types of selectors are there. Okay, first one is simple selector, second one is class selector, third one is generic selector, fourth one is pseudo class, fifth one is universal selector, and sixth one is Id selector. Okay, first we will see the simple selector. What is simple selector? Simple selector is like h1 comma h2 property value, p property value. This is a simple one. Each property value pair has a form property and value. Pairs are separated by semicolon, just as in value of style tag. So this is a simple way. Okay, and where we need to write the semicolon, if we have, like if we don't have like this, so we will write property. So you need to write here semicolon, property value semicolon, property value semicolon, like this. Okay, that is a simple selector. Whatever the tags are there in HTML, directly we will use. Next one is class selector. What is class selector? Here, used to allow different occurrence of the same tag to use different style specific. A style class has a name which is attached to the tag name. Example, if I apply the tag p, okay, property color is blue. If I write like this, so in my web page all p will change to color blue, but but I don't want all paragraphs should be in blue color. Sometime I want in red color. How to give? So for that kind of reason, same tag same tag we are using with different thing. P dot narrow, P dot narrow. Here the example is narrow and wide. Okay, narrow and wide. So narrow property value, properties value wide. So here example, if it is here, take the example of blue. So take here P dot red. So here you can give the value color. Color is red. Here color is blue. So like this you can easily identify whenever you want the color blue, you can use this P dot blue. Whenever you want red, P dot red. So this, what is the advantage for this? For the different occurrence of the same tag, to use different different style specification. Okay, so this is class selector. What is ID selector? Sorry, generic selector. Okay, generic selector. Generic class can be defined if you want a style to apply to more than one kind of tag. The generic class must be named and the name must begin with the period, like dot. Dot really big. Use it as if it were a normal style class. H class is equals to really big. P class is equals to really big. So you can use that and you can write the code in a generic selector. Okay, generic selector, and dot will represent as class. Remember this. Z dot will represent as class. So in the generic you can write really big, and that can be used here. Class is equals to really big. So whatever the properties, okay, property and value you have taken here, that will be applied to this text. Okay, this is generic selector. Next one, pseudocode. What is this pseudocode? This specifies that center style apply when something happen rather than because the target element exists. There are 4 pseudo class. First one is linked, second one is visited, third one is hover, okay, and the fourth one is focus. What is link? The link pseudo class is used to style a link that has not been selected. Link. Visited means is used to style a link that previously has been selected. Hover. When mouse cursor is moved over an element, hover class being with a colon. Okay. Next, S2 mouse over property value. Example for this, example www dot for all learners dot blogspot.com. So this is a link. Okay, when this is a link, this is first one. Okay, this is first one. Then because it is not visited, when you click on it, then if you visit it, then the color will be changed and it will display the visited like a blue color example. Okay, this is mouse. When you take your mouse on this website, when you take your mouse, automatically you can give the property and value. Whenever you take the mouse, then it will change the color, okay, change the font size. You can give like this. In the same way, when associate element has focus, the focus is when associate element has focus. So this is a 4 pseudo class is there. First one is a link, second one is a visited, third one is a hover, fourth one is a focus. So this is a pseudo class, fourth. Next, fifth one, universal selector. What is this universal selector? Denoted by star. It style applied to all element in a document. That means whatever is present in the document, if you use the star property and value like color blue, that means all tags, whatever in the document, all elements like P or B or H1 or table, okay, or strong, whatever, so on, that all tags which are in the same document, the color will be changed to blue. Okay, this is a universal selector. Next one is Id Selector. Last one is Id Selector. In the Id Selector, allow the application of a style to one specific element. So how it is, so how can we write this is hash specific ID. So I can give a specific ID, any kind of ID, whatever it will be easy for me. Name, color is red. So if I give like this, so the name ID will be changed the color to red. So this is about all 6 selector. What are the 6 selectors? First one is simple selector, second one is class selector, third one is generic selector, fourth one is pseudo class, fifth one is a universal selector, sixth one is a ID selector. So here Id Selector Example. Style hash section 14. What is the color? Color is navy and font size is 40x. Style is close, and this is written in the head tag. Okay, this is in the head tag. Follow are the element to which this style appear. Like H2 ID is equals to section 14. Where is section 14? Section 14 is this. Section 14 is this. ID selector in H1, this color will be navy and the size will be 40. Okay, so with the help of ID also you can get the data. Okay, now CSS table, some of the properties are there. Okay, some of the properties: text decorator, font family, font style, font size, font weight, margin right, text align, background image, border. Okay, this all are the properties and so on. There are so many properties are there. This is some of the properties. You need to write as it is, then colon, you need to give the decorate. What do you want to give? I want underline. I want underline. Here font family is I want Arial. Okay, Arial is font Arial or Times New Roman. Okay, anything you can give. Font style, how do you want? Normal or italic? I want bold. I want bold. And what is the font size? I want 16 pt point, or you can give px, is up to you. So like this, all the properties are there. This properties example is here. Okay. Okay. So if from here I will stop. In the next class we will see the font properties, okay, and different properties we will see. So today we are stopping here. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe to our channel.